Well, I'm 2 feet away from 3 of the dimmest people in Britain. No, joking. Only joking.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're looking at times famous faces were put in their place on Good Morning Britain.
You are sinking to the gutter by talking about bleach.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Piers Morgan.
Whoa. What level's that?
0.
Huh?
0.
0?
Let's get this one out of the way. He is a celebrity. Many find him obnoxious, and as GMB's former co-host, he's been owned on it more times than anybody else, usually by Susanna Reid. We've talked countless times about his hypocrisy over demanding people debate him and then walking off set live on air, but maybe the most legendary moment Piers was given what for came when they made him test a tens machine.
This bloke loves his work far too much.
Yeah.
For sure.
What are you
All right,
putting
where
it
are
to
we?
now, Stefan?
I go straight away to 25
I think let's
again.
crank it up. Let's
Okay.
crank it up.
50.
What is it on now?
He was wired up to prove just how painful childbirth is, and was in agony on national television.
Not even 60.
Are you going to surrender? Are you giving in?
And of course, there was the time he got a pie in the face from Harry Hill after mocking Daniel Craig for wearing a papoose.
And because this pie is for all those men that wear papooses.
Number 9. Mason Noyes. He was booted off the X Factor and then started doing press, but he began getting annoyed with Piers Morgan as soon as he opened his mouth that day.
So what is your name?
You have to go and Google it.
Noyes was definitely up there as one of the most arrogant contestants the show's ever had, once dropping a mic at Simon Cowell, so it shouldn't have been a surprise that he kept on being rude on GMB.
You know, first of all, like, you say I was rude, but where was I rude in what
He
I
did
did?
flip the bird at Cowell, didn't he?
Piers wanted to get to the bottom of Noyes' reputation, as Noyes said he aspired to be as famous and successful as Justin Timberlake.
How good do you think you are, Mason?
People are there to judge, and people have their opinions.
How
and they
good
can
do you
say,
think you are? I mean, every entertainer needs self-confidence.
Yeah.
You clearly aren't lacking.
Yeah, no,
How good do you think you are?
This was Piers' first day presenting the show back in 2015, and he got right to work grilling Noyes about his behaviour. Number 8. Amir Khan and Iain Lee.
I felt so guilty that I had to go and tell everyone what I'd done. And Amir said, well, I'm not going to go and tell them.
The 2017 series of I'm a Celeb was marred with scandal, specifically the Strawberry Gate scandal, where boxer Amir Khan and presenter Iain Lee scoffed a treat of strawberries and cream intended to be shared with the camp, then lied about it.
To quote him just a minute ago, you stabbed him in the back and you're an idiot, Amir.
What? Well,
Yeah.
did I use the word idiot?
No,
Yes,
When it came out, they both played the blame game, and a rift grew between them. Lee appeared on GMB to talk about his experience, and then, to his surprise, Khan arrived in the studio too, so that the pair of them could hash it out.
This is awkward, isn't it? Yeah. Listen, this is what I'm saying. None of it matters.
Khan still tried to shift the blame onto Lee, despite Lee claiming adamantly that it wasn't his idea. Khan didn't come out of this one smelling of roses.
Did you blame Iain for that incident?
Yes, you did, because they showed me that when I came out.
You've seen it on
When I
tape,
came out,
Amir.
the first thing they showed me was you going, yeah, it was all Ian's fault.
Number 7. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Neither the Duke nor Duchess of Sussex has appeared on GMB themselves, but the presenters certainly do love bringing them up.
I don't think anyone's ever had better press coverage than these two until the wedding. And then when she disowned her dad and they started bleating on about, the environment and getting private jets all the time, they got criticism.
They were a favourite topic of Piers Morgan, though his replacement, Richard Madeley, also has plenty of opinions he wants to share on Harry and Meghan. They've been well and truly rinsed by the show, and there are many people in the UK who are sick to death of hearing about them, and have been for a while.
Sorry, I just think it's utterly ridiculous. We're getting completely played here.
Some notable moments include Piers ripping into the couple for Meghan's now infamous banana stunt, and him sharing his many opinions about their interview with Oprah Winfrey, which led to his resignation.
It does come across as patronising. It's not going to change anybody's lives. It's a banana.
Number 6. Matt Hancock.
Yeah, I'm only human.
Sorry, the whole country's only human, Mr. Hancock.
Yeah, I understand that.
Why did we
I
all have to
understand
stick to the rules, but you were exempt?
If there's one person you don't want to be up against when it comes to breaking COVID rules, it's Kate Garraway, whose husband Derek sadly passed away after a years-long battle with COVID and its complications.
Accountability.
You took accountability, as you say,
and I resigned.
and you were, quote, open about it, but you had no choice but to be open about it because the pictures of you in the embrace were leaked to the media.
Hancock appeared on the show many times, but this interview was from January 2023, as they grilled him on his attempts to rehabilitate his public image after the deaths of over 200,000 Brits.
Can you explain now, because I'm not sure people yet feel comfortable, why you did it?
He squirmed under questioning of all three main anchors, Reid, Madeley and Garraway, about how he could have had that affair and broken those rules, knowing the sacrifices he was asking the country to make at the same time.
This is a policy that has been declared unlawful by the High Court.
Number 5. Love Islanders. Almost as much as he loved to make fun of Meghan Markle, Piers went after the stars of Love Island, one of ITV's biggest hits.
Because it seems to me like we put the dimmest people in Britain to one layer,
So rude, isn't
and you all just try and have sex with each other. Am I wrong?
He never hid his disdain for the show, constantly slamming its contestants for perhaps not being the brightest tools in the shed. But there are plenty of Brits who share his low opinion of Love Island, and wanted to see him take them to the cleaners with a general knowledge quiz.
If you go on a plane and go to another place, that's still United Kingdom, isn't it?
Depends where. Where do you want to go?
So Spain.
That's not United Kingdom.
Europe.
That's Europe.
He really went after Hayley Hughes for her misunderstanding of Brexit, going as far as to ask her whether she speaks English on live TV.
You like English?
Yeah.
Can you speak English?
I'm speaking English right now.
So rude.
And then he proved he doesn't know a thing about triangles, owning himself once again. Number 4. Joe Swinson.
And you just don't want to have another vote now. You want to literally stop Brexit happening. You want to do the very thing that Paddy Ashdown said he would find unforgivable.
One-time leader of the Liberal Democrats, Joe Swinson, appeared in late 2019 to talk about Brexit. Only a few months before that year's snap election, Swinson was in opposition to the Tories and Labour by saying she'd hold a second referendum and potentially cancel Brexit.
But your name is the Liberal Democrats. I mean, Democrats is literally part of your name, not part of any other party's name. It's part of your name.
She was brought on to answer for this, since it is baffling to pledge to do something that a majority of Brits voted against. And indeed, the Lib Dems were demolished in the December election. As Susanna pointed out, it's mind-blowing that a party that claims to uphold democracy has a leg to stand on, where overturning a democratic process is concerned.
We're expected to respect that democratic vote, but your immediate action as a democratically elected government would be to cancel a democratic vote.
Number 3. Iain Dale. In 2019, there was a horrendous attack on a young boy where he was thrown from a balcony at the Tate Modern. Luckily, he survived, but numerous experts were brought onto GMB to discuss how social workers failed the assailant, who had told carers he was planning to do something like this.
Utter rubbish, if I may say so. It's nothing to do with cuts. This is to do with people doing the sensible thing and reporting something.
Iain Dale from LBC was one of the panellists, but he didn't like the way the debate went and ended up getting up and walking out.
OK, I won't speak.
Iain, no, come on, I would like you to.
OK, right, that's it.
No, we'd like you to.
Come on in. No, Iain, don't go.
We'd like you to.
Despite it being a serious and relatively measured conversation about an important issue, Dale proved how obnoxious he really is by getting up and leaving just because other people were disagreeing with him in a debate after less than 5 minutes.
Wow. Well,
wow, what a fit of pique. What a grown-up warrior.
I think
he's a West Ham fan.
And you know platform yourself. That's a shame, because I would like to have heard what Iain had to say.
Number 2. Eric Bristow.
I'd like you to have the good manners if you could actually hear what I'm going to say. Is that possible?
In 2019, the late darts champion Eric Bristow wrote some appalling tweets saying that the victims of the football abuse scandal were not, quote, proper men.
I find you the most deeply offensive man that's breathed oxygen. And quite frankly, if I had a set of darts, I would stick them where the sun don't shine.
As a result of this controversy, he was brought onto GMB along with the mother of 3 of the victims, who well and truly tore into him for the nation to see.
And let me tell you what abuse is, shall I? abuses, and I would like you to listen and I want you to explain to me what you got out of this, what your motivation was. Please answer those shortly and I will then carry on.
Piers and Susanna also interfered to question Bristow for what he said online, which led to him losing some work. Bristow eventually went back on his word and apologised for what he'd said, but only after going toe-to-toe with Good Morning Britain.
I'm not twisting anything. I'm reading you your own words. Darts players tough.
Look, it was worded wrongly. Yeah.
Number 1. Nigel Farage.
All of it, to me, was woefully irresponsible.
No. End this nonsense.
Many times he's appeared as a pundit or interviewee on Good Morning Britain. First was him admitting, only the day after the Brexit referendum, that the claim about sending EU money to the NHS was a lie. And then there was him denying things we all saw happen during COVID.
Do not allow your viewers to believe that.
We literally all heard him, Nigel. What are you talking about?
Are you seriously telling me that he said bleach?
Yes.
Do you not remember?
You are wrong.
Do you not remember?
You are wrong.
This was in the run-up to the 2020 US election, where Piers and Farage clashed over Trump, with Farage saying Piers was spinning obvious lies, even when we all know that Trump did suggest injecting people with bleach.
Grow up, stop being fake news.
Okay. Sorry, Nigel, just to clarify, these are the words of Donald Trump.
Grow up and stop being fake news. He never said bleach.
They ultimately ran the clip, proving that Piers was telling the truth, though Farage inexplicably kept denying it.
Sorry, Nigel, have I made that up?
Yes.
Okay.
We just saw the clip.
Let us know in the comments who you prefer, Piers Morgan or Richard Madeley.
That's what he's talking about.
Talking utter rubbish.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.